Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, no, I don't know what was happening then. All I had open was your web page, and it just paused when we were talking about coding in on the effects changing certain things.
Got it. Well, I missed you.
Yeah, so if we can reel back to that with the coding and changing patterns.
So basically, all I'm saying is, our shot is just really technically excited, and it's for him. It's less about making a cool marketing landing page, right? Our shot really wants to be like helping give artists the tools to push their art forward in ways they might not have been thinking about, and that's kind of where we hope to push things.
Yeah, so one thing we didn't touch on, obviously, we'll go back over the numbers again. So 5,555 minting December 16, 5 p.m. UTC. And the one Solana, you guys are happy with your price point at the one Solana. I think that's a good price for the artwork and the team behind it. Did that take you guys long to come up with that sort of figure? I know a lot of other teams are umming and ahhing at this point.
It's funny. It's like I haven't seen any FUD about the price, um, and like I've seen other projects blow out at 2 Solana, but we really like, eh, we're. I think I'm gonna sneeze in a second, but we're really in this like for a long-term vision. Um, we wanted to, there was also a weird period where a lot of Solana projects weren't minting, and so all I know is our vision for the future and what we want to build with this. It's important we get these out there. So I'm happy with the price point, but hell yeah, we literally just announced that like a week ago. So yes, we were debating for the longest time. It
Yeah.
was never going to be under 1 Solana,
No,
but it
look,
was.
I think that's a
But
fair price.
yeah, cool.
And is that Magic Eden? Is that launching on?
And yeah, so it'll be launching on our website. Obviously, that'll be the mint, and then we're only going to do Magic Eden and a centralized exchange like FTX. That'll be it.
Yeah, right. So that's exclusive, just the one marketplace on Solana, and then FTX.
I'm thinking that. Look, I've invested in other marketplaces. I'm friends with other marketplaces, but I just think from a consumer standpoint, um, I just think if you can center all the volume, then you have more liquidity and like higher trading. If people want to buy in, right, or sell. And when you fragment it across 5 different marketplaces, it's just like who the hell knows where to look.
Yep,
So
agreed.
yeah, I'm feeling like more confident that we're only going to do this.
Yeah, and there's no problem about
And yeah, of
arbitrage
course, if
being
the
moving
community
across
says,
either.
yeah, yeah, I just like I just know as a consumer, like I don't like the fact that when I'm looking at one site, I'm not seeing the collection from the other site, and so on and so forth. I mean, also, I think, I think we're a few months away from all of the Solana projects being on OpenSea. Um, and I think the amount of volume that's going to pour into this space is going to be staggering.
I guess the one other thing that I have to ask about the NFTs is utility. What are we looking at for utility from the team? Obviously, we'll be talking about the mixer. There's apparently a mixer going to happen next year. We want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But what else is in store for the NFT? What is that net people getting it?
Yeah, this is your key to Wagner Beach, and basically a bet on me, Carlo, and the rest of the team, and what we've already, our history and what we've already done in the music and entertainment industry, and how we're going to continue to build into the Solana ecosystem. Um, you know, High level, right? This will get you, priority access to anything in the future, right? So if there is a high demand drop, like things like I think nuts and bolts will be, and so on. Um, you know, a whale holder will have, let's say maybe there'll be 20 to 30% of the supply held for whale holders, right? And this is actually why we ended up picking the smaller number than 10,000. while I would have preferred to have a bigger community like of Genesis in the Genesis project, I wanted the value to be, there. So if, since Wagme Beach is not going to only drop 5,000 or 10,000 collections, there's going to be projects that are 1,000 or 500. I still need to be able to maintain and reserve a good chunk of those for whale holders, to have access to in advance of everybody else. So that's like, banner utility, as well as, this access to events that we will throw in real life. I think we're really, we're basically dreaming of like turning Wagme Beach into this brand that like every time there's a function, whether it's Basel or NFT New York or a conference in Lisbon, that we're there and we're throwing the party that you want to be at. And this will be, we're basically seeing whales as like your Genesis, like your guaranteed entry, so to speak, and then interoperability with like different projects that we might have. So maybe if you hold this one and this one, you also have access and so on. All still being gamed out. But yes, we are committed to an in real life mixer. We may have an artist teasing who is playing today, who will play, sorry, in the future. You might see some shit on the internet that, I don't know, might be a little bit of a clue. But, we got to have a successful mint and a launch, and then we're going to make all the plans to make this stuff a reality, right? So that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd never really heard of the term outside of the movies, of course, and that as an Australian, we don't. I've never heard it called a mixer event. For us, we just call it a piss up. But yeah, you guys have got the knowledge in the music industry. You've got backings and you've worked with artists for many years. So I like the plan behind it.
Cool. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I think look, what I think is really interesting, right? Like, you don't go to Art Blocks to buy the new Art Blocks drop because of the fucking utility, right? Like, you're buying it because Art Blocks has blessed this drop and it's high quality, unique work, and so like on an individual silo level, while some projects will put out might have massive utility or might, some might not, and their utility is just, their existence in our ecosystem and the fact that we fuck with it, right? And we hope that you do. And if people like them and want to purchase them, for whatever reason it might be, to hold and collect, flip or trade, because we blessed it or gave it our stamp, so to speak, you know they won't all necessarily need like their own communities with like their own massive discords, right? That's not how it works with art blocks either. So I just think it's like a good way, something to wrap your head around and like paint a picture of what it looks like. Damn, Barn, we lose you again?
No, I'm still here. Sorry, I'm just looking at the questions and looking at the sheet. I like it. I like the live projects. I like it. You're not. You did even have on the advertising, a game being produced and had that scratched out. You're not promising shit you don't intend on returning. I think there's going to be a whole lot of.
What's even funnier is like one of Carlo's artists is actually a game developer, and I'm not going to get too into the weeds, but he literally came to us with a fucking game like a month ago. And Carlo and I were like, damn, we should probably just put this under the Wagme Beach brand. And who knows, we might. But the point is, like, we don't want to, we don't want to, like you said, promise shit we don't plan on delivering.
There's you don't need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean that's going over a lot of the basics of it. You guys have had a huge music background. You plan on getting very heavy into the NFTs and Solana. Your artwork is going to be selective. You're not going to be linking up with shit projects. I love it. You guys obviously sound very confident in your own skin as well.
We're not here to fuck. We're not here to fuck spiders, bro.
I like that. I do like that. Only in decentralized. Only on the crypto. I love it. So is there going to be events? Are you going to try to aim for events that might be in different areas of the world? So I guess you did mention, like you'd have one in Lisbon and.
I mean, what I'm saying is like in success, right? if this works, and the brand continues to grow, and we're able to generate the revenue to throw these parties, right? Then the answer is fuck yeah. And it'll I'm just frustrated that like when you go to NFT New York, I don't know that like Solana NFTs were like super represented there. Like all my friends were only posting because they were at, the Ether Rock party or this or that or the other thing, right? Or Bored Apes, and all their events. And like, to me, I just looked at that like, damn, like this is the white space for Solana and exactly kind of what we do, and what we've built our career doing. And so that's kind of why I was like, if we build this ecosystem, you can expect us, right? Or you should expect us to throw these events at everything that matters when it comes to like NFTs and NFT culture. So like, Art Basel wasn't an NFT event, but this year it sure felt like one, right? And so I don't know, I don't think there was that many Solana based NFT events down there compared to Ethereum. So, trying to just like continue to build for the ecosystem, if you get me.
I guess half the problem with live events and talking live events, and I know this from an Australian point of view, is we've been fucking locked down for so long you couldn't do shit.
Dude, you guys are like the most intense on the planet, bro.
No, it's because of the WA. Because it's a very heavy mining country. If mines get shut down and the government doesn't get paid, and they don't like that, so I got stuck in Western Australia for 5 months this year, and that was a bit of a long stint at work. But like we talk about this a fair bit, and that was stuck at work earning good money in the job I do. So it's not like the end of the world.
Yeah.
There's many people that can't work, so they're in a much worse situation. But Australia's shit. I'd love to do a live Solana Australia event, and I know we can get Grape behind it. I know we can get some Solana behind it, but we're still locked down. Western Australia's still locked down.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. It was, I had, my wife and I, we had 2 kids during the pandemic. Our first son was born March 28th, and our second boy was born June 21st. And so March 28th of 2020, and then June 21st of
I was gonna
2021.
say, shit, man, you work quick.
I know, dude.
That gestation period.
But I mean, man, what a wild, insane ride. Having children during the pandemic and just this whole last year that we've all gone through. It's kind of fucking insane.
I like Taki Soul there saying getting busy. So when you're locked down at home, there's only certain things you can do.
Dude, insane. I guess there is only. Wait, where's the chat? Can I see a chat?
Just above the public stage live questions.
Cool.
There's going to be a lot of Corona babies. It's actually it'll be a thing, and there's going to be generations that'll be changed because of it. Like missing their parents during their formative years, lots of other things. But that's a different topic altogether.
Sorry, can you just I try to be great with Discord, but this shit is always just like so much. So where am I looking for these questions or
Oh no, just a live question channel above public stage. We'll ping you.
Public stage. Oh, I don't see that.
I don't think I can ping you for some reason.
That's so weird. I swear it just goes public stage to Solana calendar and then Grape.
Yeah, I've seen this before. So you verified your wallet as well.
Oh, there it is. Boom. Oh, sweet. Look at this. I'm in here.
There you are. Oh, so you must have to actually actively join into it. I couldn't ping you in that channel. Yeah, you'll see there's some links and pictures and stuff up ahead. But so the mint comes up in, is it less than 36 hours now?
Yeah, I think it's 27 hours or something like that.
So have you had plenty of rest? Are you ready? Because you're going to have to hit the floor running. It's going to be a big 72 hours from mint.
Bro, I don't know what's going to happen. It's incredibly like, I think it's the same way I feel like before we go on sale with tickets, right? You want to believe that everything will blow out, but you also are like timid, right? And you don't want to like you don't want to like put your brain in a place where you've already like see the future and then to be disappointed. So I don't know. I'm like very excited. I believe in what we built. I think we've communicated it super well. I'm impressed by our marketing and how it's grown. Um,
Yeah,
and so I don't
all
know.
natural growth. Yeah.
Whichever way this fucking goes, I'm super excited. Also, like, if you look back, right, Bored Apes didn't, you know, Bored Apes sold out in like a month. Like it's kind of funny, like where how this stuff all shakes out over time.
Yeah, when 10 seconds became the norm, and now people are minting over a couple of weeks, and it's it's a very funny. A question I did have for a developer or a team was, at the moment you've got NFT projects wanting to stop their mint as soon as possible. So if you see a mint that's got 3,333, if they don't sell out in 2 days, they're like, oh, are we going to burn half? Does it
Yeah,
cost
I'm
money to
just
leave
not.
mints open?
No, like maybe they just want to like get on with their life and like do a secondary. Like we're like it's pretty much this is the game, bro. Like if it's open and it doesn't sell out, okay, all good. But like we're leaving it open. Like we
Yeah,
know what we're
believe in
building,
your
right?
project. That's the
And
thing, isn't it? Like I see the
yeah,
ones selling early, and I think, well, what's the marketing ploy there? You're telling people that either you were wrong or you don't believe that you're going to sell out. Like, and then you
yeah,
never.
it's a little bit goofy. Like, oh, we closed it in 1 hour, and I'm like, what? And now you were always advertising that you had a 5,000 collection, and now there's only what, like like 1,000? I don't know, man. That's not for me. Like, if you look at history and you see what the most success has been, and you realize like the banner projects across other ecosystems didn't sell out on Mint or didn't sell out right away, then you're like, what am I worrying
Yeah, so the thing is, if you guys had a launched 6 weeks ago, you'd be launching 10,000 at 5 Solana. It's
about? Yeah, dude. Tell
it's a
me about
very interesting situation of how it's changed in a few weeks.
it. Fuck my life, right?
Yeah, just come in at the arse end of it. But it is interesting to see how these projects are changing, morphing. Everyone's building a game, of course, except you guys. I love it. You're just going to have a big piss up.
Yeah, buddy.
So that on the whale mixer, you guys plan on having people being able to turn up via obviously internet sort of as well, being able to get in, see the events and that.
Yeah, Carlos got some aspirations to do it a virtual version of the mixer too. And he has some ideas for how we'll partner with it, which I'm always down for. I just know like IRL is, at least in the time being, more fun, right? But hopefully we'll be able to capture some of the magic of what it's like in real life there.
Yeah, what do you call it when you have like a satellite party to match up with the main party?
I'm not sure,
So if you're having
but
your
it's
your whale mixer in the US somewhere and it's 4 a.m. in Australia, then you've got a satellite party at 4 a.m. in Australia to match it.
yeah.
But do we have any questions from the crowd? I haven't seen any in there. We were talking about the channel. What have I missed, Michael? What have I missed about the project that you'd love to have a chat about?
I think you smashed it. And I really enjoyed the conversation. I think the only thing that I think some of the people in this Discord might forget is that like we actually ran a really cool contest with you guys. Not too long ago. I'm like, hold on, let me just double check my notes. But um, I'm like almost. Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
oh,
don't actually know anything about it myself, funnily enough. But I've got my
no,
head
you
down
know
in the
what it
game
was?
side of things.
You know what it was? I think we prepped you guys one, but it never went live. But damn. So
I
okay,
was,
I eat my
I was
words.
feeling bad, like I'd missed it.
Yeah, no, ignore me, bro. Don't tell everyone. Cut that from the. I thought we ran this contest together, but we actually just hooked up. We hooked up. You got our dean with a cool honorary. Our king, yes. If it takes longer, we will wait until completed to list on ME. Correct.
We touch on rarities? I don't think we did
Bro,
touch on
stop butting
rarities.
in the chat, though, bro. It shouldn't take that long. I think you'll be fine.
I don't think we touched on rarities. Have we got anything for those, Michael?
Rarity table is not done because we're still generating and nitpicking them and trying to make it even fucking sicker. I don't know how, like, we only have 24 hours left. The candy machine is not loaded because we just literally care too much about making the art. We look at, like, there are high quality collections and I find mistakes, and then I'm sure we'll have a mistake here and there. But the amount of like additional code you have to write to like make sure this item of clothing doesn't go with this, and this, because aesthetically it just doesn't look right, but you want it to still be rare and in the set, is so, it's so vast. So we should have some unique rarities soon, but there is, you've seen a bunch of different art that we've posted. We decided to do away with things like gradient backgrounds or really bright backgrounds, mainly because the art just looks so much better on like pastels and more muted tones. And so we have a batch of backgrounds that are muted like that. And then we have, I believe it's 4 that are more patterns and intricate backgrounds. And those are super rare backgrounds. And then there's just, varying rarity throughout everything. And I guess we'll see how it shakes out when we run the script tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't mint in everything, obviously, myself, but it's still interesting seeing how they break down and seeing the numbers and seeing what they did. I was here and could have minted in DGen Apes, but I chose not to. I kind of go more for the gaming events, but I do like what you guys are putting down. I think the entry price for the people in the crowd, 5,555. If you guys enjoy your partying, enjoy your mixes, you want to get out and do live events, the world will open back up eventually. And these guys have got huge music backgrounds, so I could only imagine some of the events, and now I'm curious to go having a look to see where this alpha news was about the potential musicians you've got playing at your events. He's dropped some names earlier in the show, though.
It hasn't been posted yet, but it will get posted soon.
I'm all for the decentralized music and getting it out there. I did have a look at your Wave 7 earlier as well, so I mean that's awesome. Do we have any questions from the crowd? Anything to go for the whale mixers? Have you guys done live viewings of your movie?
No, you're funny, bro.
Like that would have to be like a weekend thing, like you'd almost see that, especially while you've got it playing in the background. Pow!
Yeah, would have been fucking really good.
Dude, well, I reckon we're going to be finishing it there. Good night, man. I really look forward to actually seeing how you guys go. And I've only minted 1 or 2 NFTs not gaming related. I think I will be keeping an eye on this one.
Let's fucking go, bro. We would love to have you.
And that is, you're right. I'm now looking at the one Star Usage as shown, the Dean one. That's where I've seen that. The 1 of 1, yes.
Yeah, we really went nuts with the 1 of 1s. They became this like, we're actually dropping something today, and you and the Grape fam could try to help us out. We're dropping something called a Lost and Found. And it's basically where people could, it's actually inspired from the D-Gods, right? They did a really cool tweet-based script to like try to get people to interact, and like they did it early in their start. We're kind of doing the opposite. But yeah, there'll be a Lost and Found, so hopefully some of the fans out there will start blasting and annoying the hell out of different people who haven't claimed their whale just yet.
Yeah, I do. I love the fact you had the Greek background as well, the Greek city and coastline there. That was awesome. Lost and Found. So like I don't get the competition, the event.
So basically, like, if we've created you an honorary and your honorary is not if we've created you an honorary and you're you never like tweeted it per se, right? Or interacted with the tweet, and you decide you want it, like I said, we're inspired by what the D gods built, and it's basically like if you go on the site and you connect your Twitter, it'll tell you, if you have like an honorary below, right? And if you do, then like you can hit tweet and it basically writes some funny copy, and that's like how you claim your honorary. But then if you're just a fan of the project and you like, want Austin from Audius to like pay attention to it, you go to Austin's honorary, click a button, and it tweets at Austin like, "Hey, bro, you got to come pick up this, beach whale that looks like you or whatever." So that's the lost and found, basically.
Yeah, right. No, I hadn't seen that one from the gods. I've actually was listening to a podcast tonight, and they were talking heavily about them. There's a lot of love for them as a project out there.
They're Aussies, aren't they?
Yeah. That's where it's a funny thing. We've got a huge NFT fan base down in Australia. Too much disposable income, I think.
You guys got that really valuable dollar.
For the 68 cents of the American dollar.
But what's a pack of cigarettes in Australia? It's like $20, right?
No, shit, no. You'll pay about $50 Australian.
What's up with that, dude? It's insane. I mean, I guess it's good, and they don't want people to die, but it's pretty insane. When you go,
they've got a health system.
When you tour through Australia, and like, of course, like 90% of people who tour music are like addicted to nicotine or whatever. And then they get to Australia and they're like, "Damn it."
Yeah, it's this is funny, and they were talking about this on the Aussie Dow this afternoon. Is a lot of people quit while they're in Australia, but it doesn't stop Australians from smoking. But you imagine the people that are spending $50 a day on a packet of smokes,
Mm-hmm.
That's almost two Solana right there. That's an NFT. That's two mixes.
It's so funny, bro, and I'm just gonna say this because we're just chatting. I know there's like 30, 40 people in here, but it's really funny, like, because we didn't put out the words like we didn't spell out specifically a roadmap, right? With like, at this point we do this, and at this point we do this, right? Instead, we've explained our vision for what we're building, right? And where we want to bring this and the reason why we're doing it. And it doesn't matter. Like, people still ask, like, they want like you to put the word roadmap on the site. Like, it doesn't matter that like there's an explanation. It's like, it cracks me up. I'm literally reading in our Discord.
I noticed the lack of the roadmap, but you don't. It's funny. Your roadmap is your live events. Just nails it. That's what you guys want. Your passion behind it, and then also more mints.
Live events, compounding utility, and bringing better quality projects to the ecosystem. Like, it's those three pillars, right? And so like, I feel like you need to write a huge roadmap when like you're trying to really convince someone, like, maybe you don't actually like this art and you want to buy it. Like, this is why you need to buy it, because there's going to be like all of this crazy shit that comes out of it. Like, I'm not really sure that I don't know. I guess the point is, I think that's kind of funny. Also, I don't know if you got a chance to read the Medium article that we wrote, but I think it's like pretty clear in there. Like, that is a roadmap, even if it doesn't say the word roadmap as a header.
No, I've read it, and I did link that in the chat channel a little bit earlier.
Legend, thank you.
It's got a lot about your team. There was a huge amount about your team in there. That was probably the best part about it, actually looking up and seeing a lot of effort put into who they are, and their openly docs, and even all the links going out to them in their social medias and stuff. It's good.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Well, I don't think I love the art. Definitely picking up one. I just want to say what's up to Garrix.
What up? I'll tell Marty you say hey, bro.
And there was actually fucking one of you guys had worked with Little Dicky, and that just got me half hard when I saw that.
Yeah, you saw Alec is literally my best friend. He was in my wedding, and he was an intern for Scooter when I got hired, and then later in his career while working with Scooter, he was the day-to-day manager for Little Dicky, like from the Scooter side. Yeah, and our buddy Mike manages him now with Scooter. I mean, I don't know if you watch Dave, but like,
yeah, that's where I didn't actually realize he was a musician until I'd seen Dave, and then someone said, "Have you listened to his music?" And I'm like, "What?" I just thought it was a TV show.
He is so talented. That TV show is fantastic.
Yeah, very very good TV show. So for people that haven't seen it, Dave, Little Dicky, it's awesome. It is a pisser. You'll crack yourself up through the whole lot of it.
Yeah.
Trying to think of who it
All right.
reminds me. There's an Aussie comedian, Jim Jeffries. He does a TV show which is based on his stand-up comedy, and yeah, it's probably on par with that.
Dude, Jim Jeffries is hilarious.
He does an old back. Dude, I'd like to thank you for coming in. 36 hours. I guess the eyes are all going to be on the whales, and it's a fucking Catalina Whale Mixer. I love it.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Check. I just want to say, everyone who tuned in, thank you, and obviously, Barn, you were ledge, man. Like I don't use Discord as like my main like messaging chat, so I know it was like a little bit tough for us to like stay on the same page when we were finding a time. So I appreciate you bearing with me and helping make this a reality. And thank you and the whole Grape community. I'm looking forward to Grape verifying all you guys soon enough.
Fat Surf, I love the video you did on Twitter, by the way, coming in from Tacky. No, that's awesome, dude. And Grape, over 400 partners. We love all of them. It's a inbred now to be able to get these great people to stage. And yeah, organising the time was funny because I was told Monday night, oh no, the time isn't too much of a problem. And I'm like, okay, cool, no dramas. We didn't communicate for the first day, and then you're like, oh no, we're minting on the 16th, and I'm like, oh, what?
Dude, I know. And now it's like midnight by you. I'm on like 2 hours sleep, and I have like it's gonna be a ripping day today. Like I'm literally like running to public. It's like big venture firm as well as this company Zibek that we advised, and I don't know. I love this shit though. We keep this all like when I'm super busy is when it's the most fun. So
Yeah, I love Zebek. We
again,
had a good time
there. Again, bro, thank you so much for having me. And I hope you have a good night's sleep.
No, that's awesome. Enjoy your 36 hours and then your 72 hours after that because it's going to be super crazy. But yeah, Grape welcomes you and wishes you good luck, and we'll see you on the next time.
Thanks, brother. Speak to you soon.
And good night, everyone. Pow pow.
Pow pow.